and then we have X, just like in English, and Y. That is what is Y in the English alphabet. When it occurs in words, it is usually pronounced just like E. The Icelandic letter E, the English letter E. I. Then we have YE, which is the same letter but with a comma or apostrophe. I'm actually not sure what it's called, but a small dot above the letter. Then we have a very strange letter, thought. You'll see it in a picture I put in the video later on after I edit it. It's pronounced pretty much like TH in English, like the word thorn, something like this. Then we have I, another letter you don't see very much elsewhere. Well, in Danish maybe, but and Norwegian, but that is pronounced like just I. Then it's Ö. That's an O with 2 points above it. Ö. Well, I think I've covered the alphabet pretty much. Maybe you noticed the absence of Z. Or do you say zeta in English? Not sure. Like in zero. Zeta would that be called in Icelandic, but it was actually a part of the Icelandic alphabet about I think it's about 40 years ago, at least, a long time ago. But then they took it out and replaced letters that contained zeta with the letter S. That is, words that contains zeta in them had S instead after the change. Well, thank you very much. I hope you learned something from this, and you're welcome to leave me a comment in the comment field. I'll be posting this to YouTube and probably on Facebook, or a link to the YouTube video on Facebook. So yes, that's it. Thank you very much for watching this. As a short addition to what I've already reviewed, I left out a few letters, unfortunately, and so I'm going to comment a little bit on them. Then I even had one letter that shouldn't have been in the alphabet in the first place, but what I left out is Á. Á. That is like A, but with a comma above it, like this. Á. Might pronounce it like in English word like shout, scout, or something like that. That's the sound approximately. at least. Then it's a strange letter coming right after D. That is eth. Sounds pretty much like in the article the man. That is approximately, and looks like a D, but with a stroke across it. You see it better on the pictures. I'd like to comment that words never start with a capital Eth. So you might not see a capital Eth very much, except when, of course, when you're reading a text that is only in capitals. It's usually in the middle of the word, the second letter or later in the word. Then I did some reading about the Icelandic alphabets and about the changes that have been made. That once upon a time C, Q, Zeta and W were all in the alphabet, but Zeta was taken out 1973, and the other three, Q, C and W, they were taken out 1980. When I was growing up, I learned it with these extra letters, so it doesn't apply anymore. But nevertheless, all those letters that are not in the Icelandic alphabet but in the English one, they can be found on a computer keyboard. So if you switch your computer keyboard to Icelandic, you have access to all these letters, of course, since they are nevertheless used. I mean, people have names in Iceland, last names, sometimes consisting of these letters, and because of how international the world has become, we are always, even in Icelandic texts, we are always talking about something abroad, events or phenomena. So you'll find these letters even when you read Icelandic texts. So that's it. I'm going to conclude by simply running a picture of all the Icelandic letters, excluding those C or C, Zeta, Q or Q, as the Icelandic pronunciation would be, and W, which is tvöfalt vaff in Icelandic. So you'll have a review of what the alphabet looks like. But note that even though I mentioned the C or C in the beginning of this video, it's not formally in the alphabet. But like I said, it's those letters are used nevertheless. So it's maybe it matters more how it is in practice than some rules from some committee in the university. so but for the sake of consistency and how it is, what I've read, at least on Wikipedia and other places, then the Icelandic alphabet looks formally like like the picture you're about to see in a few seconds. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and this helps you somewhat to learn this quite a difficult language, Icelandic. Thank you.